just behind the hole. Dave's going to play this one out to the right, it looks like, and let it fade in.
And you called it nicely, and he is coming in nicely. Right
Great
there.
shot. Nico with the same style. Notice how these players don't play it short. They play it to the basket. If it goes long, great, but you'll never get it in if you play short.
That's a nice tip, Tom. Solid putt there from Dave. Paul finishes up. And Nico's in.
They're all there within 10 feet of the basket.
Matt finishes up
Good hole.
nicely. Okay, so we've got Nico up by 4, and everybody's right there in the hunt, Tom. All right, Tom, we're moving on to basket 17. This is a par 4, 740 feet.
There's a big dog leg to the left. Dave's really been clawing his way back into the lead one stroke at a time.
Nice flight on that disc. And it comes around, almost got the cameraman. A good skip there.
And let's see what Matt has to say about that. Matt's got a nice, smooth release, doesn't he?
Nice
Great.
and low, and I think he'll get a good skip there as well. That was even closer to the cameraman.
Nico?
Boy, he got
Good
all of
release
that.
and a lot of snap at the release.
Look how far past the cameraman that one went. Sent that one down.
Paul can really rip them as well.
And he's cutting a little more to the left. Should be able to skip through the gap. See our leaders walking to the next shot.
Matt with his forearm shot.
Boy, look at
Throws
that
a
bullet
nice,
there.
flat laser.
Wow, look at that.
What a
That's
great
right
shot.
there.
Parked. Okay, Dave's going to play it out to the right, almost the opposite shot of what Matt just threw.
Keeps it under the branches. Nico with a short run up on his approach.
Look, it got a little bit out
went out of
wide.
bounds there, I believe, Tom. Tough break there.
Looks like Paul's going to throw a flick.
Really put some juice into that one.
He's a little out to the right.
Okay, Nico was OB. Here's his fourth shot in. Nicely done.
Okay, Paul with his putt.
This is a tester right here, Tom.
It is in the tester zone, isn't it, Cubby? Oh,
And
just
just
a
caught
little
the
low.
rim. That's a tough one there.
Dave's got a putt from about the same distance, a little closer. Dave gets his putt up a little higher and lets it fall down into the
That
chains.
pre-shot routine that they go through, Tom, really keeps them steady.
Nico with his fifth throw.
All right, that's in. All right, well, a couple of birdies, a couple of bogeys, 2 strokes. Nico's got for the lead as we move on to basket 18, Tom. There's a par 4, 470 feet, a little less distance this time.
This seems short after some of these 900-foot holes, doesn't it?
Dave, who's played really steady here.
There's a laser beam right down the
Wow,
chute.
right through the gap. Some good D with a skip
Lets
on
it
the end.
fade
We'll have a good
right
look.
around the bend. You know, watch Matt's throw. Very smooth release. Doesn't muscle it.
Yeah, it
Good
seems like he's
snap.
got everything right at the end there
Very
going.
flat, great flat shot and lets it just fade out to the right or to the left. Nico, you'll see, puts a little more muscle onto it when he releases.
Boy, and that's a bullet there too. A little bit down the right side, just catches a little tree.
And that's good if you've got the timing, you know, to put that extra muscle in it at the end. But, you know, lots of times you'll get a lot more consistent throw if you just ease up on your release. Nico's got the talent and this experience.
He's got the timing as well.
To really let it rip. Paul has a smooth release as well. Great with the flick shot. Look at right around the trees.
Right there.
Parked.
Nicely done with a skip at the end.
Nico with his upshot.
Really got the body rocking nice there, and have an easy shot coming up.
See what Matt's planning to do. Looks out to the right and he's going to bring it in.
Yeah, we've seen him really throw those out to the right nicely. He covers the
It
basket.
skips just a little past the basket. A nice shot. Okay, Dave with his second shot.
He's in great position. Just
catches a tree, but he's still within putting
there.
distance. A little bit of a tester left. Nico was hit with his third shot.
Solid.
Right in the chains. Nice, nice shot. Okay, let's see what Dave can do. Left it a little far out, a little more than he wanted to.
Pours it in, Tom.
These guys can putt.
See Paul clean up here.
Paul
And he
for
does.
his birdie. Very nice. Should be no problem for Matt.
Little straddle putt. Got it. That was a good hole. We're going to move on here. We
All
still
birdies.
have a two-stroke lead. It's a tight grouping here. Okay, we're going to move on to basket 19, par 5, 665 feet. Now we're getting up there.
This really S's through the trees. Takes a sharp turn to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry, and then ends with a turn to the left.
Dave threads that one through.
This can be a tough shot for people who throw backhand to keep an anhyzer, to keep that turn around to the right.
And for a right-hander, an anhyzer would be keeping that outside of the disc in so that it would move from left to right.
That's right. Look at Nico. When he releases this, he'll have the disc, the outside edge of the disc tilted up, and he'll want to hold that line getting around the trees. He just caught that first tree. All right, now for a lefty, it'll naturally fail over to fail
Or somebody throwing forehand.
Or throwing a forehand, that's right. It'll naturally go around to the right. The disc naturally
With a
wants
nice
to
skip
fall
at the
that
end.
way. Okay, Nico left himself with a tight shot here. Got to stretch out, and he's going to throw another anhyzer around that bend. Okay,
That was
good
a nice
placement
there.
shot. Kind of had to get himself out of trouble.
That's
Dave
a good
was
rip
pretty
there.
well positioned for that anhyzer shot, and he played it real well,
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
You can see where this course is really pretty scenic when you get in the trees here.
Quite a challenge for these top players. Looked like some bad footing there for Matt, and it just
Yeah.
got caught up in the trees.
Okay, let's see. Paul's in good position here for a hyzer shot around the bend. You can see he could put a lot more into that from where he was positioned, right around the bend.
Nico checking the run up, checking the footing. Sends that one right down the gap.
Okay, Matt throwing a flick. Looks like he's going to have to.
Looks like he's surveying the line that the disc's going to take.
This will be an Anheuser forearm shot. Pretty tough. You've got to keep the spin on the disc for it to hold that line.
Just caught a tree there. That was a tough break.
Okay, at least he fell out into the middle. Paul with his flick shot. Nice forearm right around the bend.
See if Matt can recover here after hitting that tree.
A little tight.
Side, coming back.
Yep. That'll play nicely.
Dave seems to be in the zone there, Tom. He's really composed and really focused.
Started off with an eagle, and it's been nothing but birdies on this back. Look at that, parked right up at the basket. Paul for his birdie. Oh, yeah, he hit the chains. That was a great shot.
He goes in.
Matt with an easy putt. And Dave with the drop in. Wind seems to be picking up a little bit here on the course, Cubby, huh?
A little bit there, yep, and you can see these players are just, it's neck and neck down the stretch here as we move on to basket number 22, par 4, 510 feet. Got some distance uphill to climb here.
This is where the big arms at these guys really pay off to throw uphill this distance. You need to have a little bit of power behind it. I know Paul's got that power. Watch him.
Look at that thing twisted to the right, and it's going to flex back.
You throw it with a little bit of Anheuser, it flexed out and it fades back. Great shot. A little off the fairway, but a nice shot.
Matt sends that down the right side. That just catches the top of the pine there.
And Nico, watch the shoulder turn again. Gives you a lot of power.
Tremendous amount of power. All right, Matt, after hitting that pine, takes his second shot.
This is Matt's
shot. Really does a good job of lining those up, Tom. Really deliberate.
He does. He picks his line. He knows the angle it wants to be on. He'll lay it out and let it fade back into the basket.
That's valet parking right there.
Sure was.
You go in the tall grass.
Very similar shot to
juice on it. Here's a good view of a flick shot here. Great camera work.
Okay, you can see he wants to throw it with a little bit of Anheuser on it. That outer edge is up, right around through the trees, holding that line. You've got to have good spin on the disc to do that. Nice shot.
That was a good demonstration of that. And Dave Fehlberg just doing business as usual.
There's a backhand Anheuser shot. Dave puts that up nicely too.
Just off the top rim there. That was a tough break, Tom. Just a tad bit wide.
We haven't seen many missed putts this round, have we, Cubby?
We have not.
These guys are really playing tight.
And if they do miss, they are hitting metal, just off a little bit, and that'll sometimes get just to slide out of the slot.
You notice even close up, they'll pay attention to what they're doing. Last thing you want to do is miss a stroke this close to the basket.
Okay, well, we've got 3 birdies and a par there.
If you noticed, Dave was 4th going into the back.
I hear you.
Then he was 3rd, now he's 2nd.
Well, we're going to go to a break, Tom. When we come back, we'll catch all the final action here at the Skylands Classic.
What's the joke? What's so funny?
Okay, Tom, we're on to basket 23. This is a par 4, 600 feet.